Before we start, I'd like to give the green certificate. Can I invite Kusum Ansalji to give the green certificate to Shrikant Cheruku? CEO IDOS. Can I also invite Ritu Das to give the green certificate to Milind Sarvate? Ritu? Can I request Josna to give it? Josna Angara? So the green certificate, we don't give flowers or bouquets. We plant a tree in your name. So that's the green certificate. May I invite Archana Luthra to give the green certificate to Anurag Khandelwal, please? Thank you. Ritu is still not come back. We just wanted her to get the certificate, so we'll do it later. May I invite Archana to give her welcome speech, please?
Good morning. Welcome back from your vacation. And I think we are ready to start a new year with a lot of energy. The program that we have, the first program we are doing is a very interesting and innovative program called the Balancing Act, which is a unique combination of a panel discussion and theatrical representation on simplified accounting systems and business intelligence systems. So a lot of us, for women, quite often financial decisions are very daunting. I don't know whether it is less of exposure or what the environment is, but quite often many women find the idea of dealing with numbers intimidating. So this is a new concept developed by the IDOS team, and Jyotsna Angara from Hyderabad has been part of the process, and she has brought this program to Delhi. We should give her a round of applause. And today's panel discussion has been designed with the objective of making finance simpler. And it's combined with theatrical representation and laced with humor. It depicts the concepts, problems, and solutions related to business. Flo has taken this opportunity to bring together this panel. And I'd like to give a brief introduction of Flo. Flo is the oldest chamber for women in Southeast Asia region, with the prime objective of women empowerment through promotion of entrepreneurship and professional excellence. Over the 31 years of Flo's existence, it has grown as an organization and has carved a niche as one of the premier business organizations in India. With 13 chapters and over 3,900 members pan-India, Flo is committed to working towards women empowerment through business development and capacity building, besides other programs like educational and vocational training programs, talks, seminars, panel discussions, and workshops. Today, we have a panel of experts with us, which I'd like to thank Jyotsna Angara, and I'd like to thank Mr. Anurag Bishnoi of IDOS, who is main person who's been coordinating, but he could not be with us, unfortunately. I'd like to invite Jyotsna Angara to introduce our panelists. Thank you, and Jyotsna will take it from here.
Thank you, Archana. Thank you, members in the audience. And firstly, thank you to IDOS for even thinking of connecting to us at Flow. Just a little thing before I introduce the speakers. When Mr. Anurag Bishnoi approached me wanting to do something interesting about empowering women, building their knowledge in this area, I said, wow, that's a very nice thing, but you're talking to the wrong person because I just dislike numbers. So that's how he started thinking on how to approach that. And I think the concept has come out very beautifully. He's doing it for the first time here with us, so it's like premiering with the Fiki Ladies organization at the national level, which is a fabulous thing for Flow itself. The theatrical representation we thought of was primarily to be able to connect to the audience and break those barriers. That was the reason. And then when he said our panelists are going to be from PricewaterhouseCoopers and I Create Ventures, I said, wow, that's lovely because we need that. We need that in this organization. Of course, Mr. Amrish Ramaswamy was to be here from Microsoft. Unfortunately, his mother passed away, so he wasn't able to come in. It's an absolute pleasure for me to introduce this panelist who've reached such pinnacle in their own careers professionally. And I'm sure that would add value to our learning today. Mr. Milind Sarvate is the founder and CEO of I Create Value Advisors, a chartered accountant by profession, a cost accountant, and a company secretary. My God, that's quite a bundle packaged into one. And wow, a CII Fulbright Fellow to the Carnegie Mellon University. With over 32 years of experience in finance, HR, strategy, business development across large consumer product groups like Marico and Godrej. Rather, we were just talking a few minutes ago, and he mentioned about this Marico thing. And I was talking to him about a fabulous initiative that Marico Industries, Mr. Harsh Mariwala started called Accent, which is to promote entrepreneurship at various levels. And he was saying that he was the one who coined that word. So that's lovely. Thank you so much for agreeing to be with us at Flow today. Mr. Anurag Khandelwal, he's partner assurance practice with PricewaterhouseCoopers and has over 16 years of working with large multinational clients, especially the MSME sector that most of us belong to. So I think from that perspective, it was a fabulous value add for us with him. And yes, since they're going to be talking a lot about the numbers and the business intelligence and other things that is required for the growth, like Archana mentioned, I would say they're the right people to stay in contact with for your companies to grow. Thank you so much. Thank you, Archana.
I'd like to hand over to the panelists. And I think, Jyotsna, let's move down and yes.
Yeah, it might be better if.
Yes, we'd like to see what you're doing. Right?
All right. You'll make me nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you leave my coat free. Good morning. It's an honor to be here with so many high-powered ladies and beautiful ladies, if I may add. It's an honor to be amongst such a vast gathering. In fact, I was very impressed when I heard that this was the first ladies' organization in Southeast Asia. Congratulations. Let's give ourselves a big hand, please. It's nice of you to take time off from your busy schedule. Come here. I'm sure you'll find this program interesting. It's an innovative concept, and we are sure that it will help you understand accounting a little better. My name is Vikram Vepa. I'm here to guide you through this. I'm your friend. I'm your sutradhar. I'm your master of ceremonies. I'm your actor, all rolled into one, right? So before we start, may I just make one small request? Cell phones off, please. You've been introduced to our two esteemed panelists, Mr. Anurag Khandelwal, who's there, and Mr. Milan Sarvate. I don't think we need to say more about them, except that, as Jyotsna mentioned, they're the right people in the right spot to help you through with this. All of us have had a sort of love-hate relationship with numbers. You know, you have numbers like 1, and you have numbers like 2, and you're sort of uncomfortable with them, and you say, what the hell am I going to do with this? But we need to actually find, how can we handle these numbers? Are they important to us? Yes. What do? They're the crux of our business. They help us grow. They help us do our funding. They help the bottom line, which should be in black, right? So numbers are important. And these numbers that can be used as business intelligence can never be discounted. So to help you with these numbers, we need you to have a romantic tryst with numbers, to get to know them, to fall in love with them, to get used to them. If I may digress for a moment, it's something like a marriage, right? Marriage, you've never met the man, an arranged marriage, you've barely met him once for a coffee or something like that. But still, a man is important in a marriage. Right? You can't do without him, unfortunately. Not in India. In fact, there was this gentleman who had this story which said, when I came to America, homosexuality was illegal, right? And now it's been made legal, right? And now I better leave before it's made permanent and enforceable or something like that. So, apart from the fact that you can do without a man in marriage, you still need to, maybe, you're a little apprehensive when you're getting married, but as you get to know him better, and you get to see that he's got a few good qualities too once in a while, and you hope that, and you feel that maybe you're getting to know him, he's helpful, he can be of use somewhere, and you fall in love with that man. And that's exactly what we're trying to make you do with numbers. Fall in love with them gradually, get to know them, use them for your own benefit. Right? To make that understanding, more comfortable and acceptable, this program is designed as a combination of a theatrical representation, which I shall be doing in bits, and discussions about solutions and problems that you face with various kinds of accounting issues. Right? So we'd like you to feel so much at ease with accounts that it doesn't matter who it is, whether it's your receptionist at the office or you as the boss and entrepreneur feel equally comfortable with the numbers that are floating around. Today's discussion is going to focus on 3 main points. 1, the importance of numbers, right? Its role in shaping the future of your business. How do we tackle issues like your accountant hasn't come today, right? Or the accounts are not ready. 2, are our numbers doing the right thing for us? Is it taking you where it should? Is the standardization of account entries across all your offices, across all your computers? And 3, compliance. The importance of following statutory regulations, the importance of following government regulations, the